How are we all doing? Welcome to another Wednesday night mixing with Benny and friends. I'm Bobo. I don't know where you all are on YouTube, but to my left is Mr. Benny Vapes. Underneath him is Net Reality Graham, and then to his right is Kentucky Bill. So, welcome. I've completely lost my train of thought. Gonna do a dead quick hello through chat. JP Vapes, hello. Lars, Stuart Ayrton, hello. Me, hello. Hello back, Stuart. Got Lee D, we've got JD0692, Net Reality, Ryan Boyce, Michael Sherrington, Kentucky Bill, Mr. J. Jarry, Vape and Mank, we've got Craig Brown, the Leviathan Vapor. I've got your parcel to send out tomorrow, dude. And where are we up to? Lewis Fishing, Pav G, Gareth Barker. We have got Coil UK. We have got, and I've just skipped on chat. We've got a whole lot of other people as well. Blazing Vapes, Mark H. Wow, there's loads of people in chat today. The Posh Dilly Gaff and D Gamble. If I have missed anyone, I do apologise. But that chat went very fast up.
Yeah.
So, today we are talking about alcohols. And not the alcohols that I was drinking last Thursday. I was a very sore boy on Thursday morning. Well, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good. But we're talking about vaping alcohols. And, yeah, we've got a couple of them. I don't think anyone's had much success with anything yet, but we have got a couple of them. So, we shall go through who we are and what we're vaping on. Benny, what are you vaping on, lad?
Well, I was just testing that out. So, but I spilt all over my hands. So, I'm on Solomon Mesh and the Vaporesso Gen. And in that, I have got some Professor's Punch from the Juice Cabin. And I'm also on my FOD. Do you know, I found out today, right? I went on linking. They turned around the Demon Killer and said, oh yeah, we're only making one. We're doing that colour. And then this other company's come out called iVape Diamond, and it's exactly the same one. So it's exactly the same pod with the same badging on and everything, and they do it in pink, grey, silver. I'm like, so obviously it's not your own pod then, is it? Do you know what I mean? You've just said I'll have the black ones. So I'm on that. And in that I've got a bit of Makazawa 4.
Nice.
And I've also got the Oxford on the go. And in that I have got some, is it ULTD? And this one is Gotcha Grape, which is quite nice actually. I quite like that one. And that is me. I will pass it on to Bill.
Thank you. Well, first off, sorry I missed you all last week, and missed Bobo having fun, and I think he was doing it in my honor. And Mick was actually right, in case anybody was guessing. I broke my thumb in a hitchhiking accident. I'm on the Vert with the Creed on top, and in that I have the apple pie. These are all my mixes, so I'm not going to show you a bottle. And then I have the Peacemaker on top, the Legend, and in that I have strawberry cake custard. And then I have a couple others here that I have loaded up with flavors that I've made for today. But other than that, that's basically what the main two that I'm vaping on. And I'll toss it over to Graham.
Okay, I've got I've got the speeder with the blank on top. I'm going to use that for taste testing today, so nothing in that. And I've got the Skelly Cronus with the Creed, which I gave up with because I tried wicking it about 4 or 5 times, failed constantly, and I got it first time. It hasn't leaked. I had no dry hits, and that's got rhubarb and custard in. My first ever mod, the Primo Mini, with the Baby Beast coil in, and that's got Heisenberg in, loaded up with nicotine. And I've got my favourite mod, which is the Minikin 2, which I've got another one coming this week.
Woohoo!
You've only
With
just bought one,
a-
haven't you?
Yeah, I've got another one coming
All right.
in black, and a barrage on top of that. And I got no idea what's in that. What did I put in that? Oh, some ice cream. Vote.
Oh yeah, I haven't actually went through what I'm vaping on, have I?
No.
I have got usual kind of setups. I've got my camera in a different place. I've got the Dolfo Olden with the Vapors Cloud Asgard 30mm sat on top of that. I have got this big boy, the iJoy Max Show. It's an absolute fucking tank, and with the Bonza sat on top of there. All day vape. I've got the Magma box with the Times Vape Diesel, and then the real all day vape, the whatever this one's called. What's it called? Boost.
Boost.
Vape Boost.
Boost.
That's the one. What are we all vaping on in chat? Please let us know. So, we are talking alcohols. What alcohols have I got? I've got
Eight alcohols.
8 alcohols. I've got
Before you lean over.
oh yeah, after we went live on Zoom, after we came off live, I fell off my chair. Yeah. So, I've got the maker of me undoing last week. It's not even going to focus in. Kentucky Bourbon by TFA. I have got Pina Colada by Lawrence. I have got another bourbon by Flavor Art. I have got gin by Flavor Art and something else. Tequila by Flavor West, and I've got a couple of mojitos somewhere as well. What have you all got?
All right. I have got Kentucky Bourbon, DFA. Yeah. I have got Light Rum, Vape Train. And I have got Peach, Jim Beam. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Benny, you may want to go before Graham does his 800 flavors.
Yeah, well, I've got brandy from Lawrence. I've got Mullenberry Captain Rum. I've got some Mullenberry JD somewhere. JD whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some. Does that count? Root beer.
Does that count?
Yeah.
No alcohol.
Oh, get me root beer out
Tequila.
then.
And I thought I had something else. Oh yeah, Jamaican rum.
Nice.
Ah,
That is what I've got. If you can count champagne, I've got champagne as well.
Yeah, it's alcoholic.
It's alcoholic. And that is me.
well, I haven't planned very well. I've got, I think everybody's, because it was 30p, with the Pina Colada. I've got the Botanical Gin by Vape Train. I've got the bourbon, Vape Train's bourbon. I have got Kentucky Bourbon by TPA, but I couldn't find it. I've got root beer, which I didn't realise was beer in the name then.
It's got beer in it, hasn't it?
If we're going with that, does grape count as wine?
No.
Grape
okay.
wine would, but grape don't, does it?
And absinthe.
Nice.
And I just discovered before, which I didn't even know I had, Mexican liqueur.
Ooh. What's the difference between that and tequila?
I won't knuckle test it. I think this is more of a, I got this for coffees.
Oh.
I'm going to do that again, aren't I? But
Oh, I've got Pina Colada as well. We were just on about that. Lavan's Pina
Yeah.
Colada.
okay, everybody, knuckle test it.
No, don't. It's fucking
No.
awful.
Yeah. Hip hop, why I look different probably is I don't have a headset on. I've got just a mic and the speakers today.
Oh yeah.
Because the haircut's the same, actually. So, no, I did not have
Hip hop, you all right, mate? So we've got a few people saying that in what they've got on go. We've got a Kelpie Addy and a Topside Leviathan. We've got Amit Addy and Jackaroo. Stacked AV Able, Axel Pro. We've Cutwoods, Mega Melons. Rags,
Aroma
gotta
Miser.
straight back on Ragnar and Titan mesh on go tonight with Stripple Reborn in Ragnar and Kernel the Black in the Titan. Chris Earls vaping the Armour Pro with MCL Cog Tank and Dovepaw MW1 with Zeus Extra. And hey up Hip Hop, I hope you're alright, mate. I hope everything's going well. I think that's about. There's a few other people that's thinking. Oh, Chris is. What is it? Gareth said that he had some of them. That what you've got, that Maxo. He had two of them. They're self-fired.
Yeah, I do. This is my second one that I've had. And I do notice, but it's quite a common iJoy problem, that the batteries, in this case, it just drops off the face of a cliff, and the batteries are still charged, but it doesn't make a connection. Don't know what's going on with it. I was getting ready to throw it in the bin because it's just taking up space. Bang the set of batteries in it for Saturday's show with the Saturday Night Boys, and it's just worked non-stop. So I don't know what's going on there, like. But no, there's definitely iJoy mods around this kind of time until like the Avenger. In fact, iJoy haven't made a mod for ages, have they? Now we're thinking about it. What was the last thing iJoy brought out?
Captain won it.
That was
Captain Resin last year. Was it last year? Year before?
Gen 3 Jewel.
But yeah, I did notice a lot of their stuff. The battery air just fall off the face of the cliff after a little bit, like.
That's Wismec Gen 3 Jewel, isn't it? Same company.
Yeah, they're all same. E-Leaf, iJoy, Wismec. They're all part owned by Totally Wicked.
We need to have a moment of silence for Alan Jackson's mod fell off the sofa and died earlier today. Okay.
Oh, CJ, we're on the Manx Live on Facebook today, so I just want to say thank you, CJ. CJ, Sugar Lips.
Posh Daily Gaff, I'm from Liverpool.
Yeah, otherwise known as Mr. WS23 Tester.
Also, Di Gamble's pulled out his OG Goon.
Nice.
Can't beat an OG Goon. So, obviously, with it, I had a little play around with whiskey, with that JD whiskey and some Coke, and put it in a bottle, and thought I'd washed it out properly, and all I can taste is lime. Because it had lemon and lime in it. All I could taste is lime. So, yeah, I'm not really. So, I've just mixed up another batch there. Because but this is the other thing, I've no bottles. So, I'm on jugs. So I end up knocking them over at end at night though, and they'll go flying all over the place. So I have to start cleaning up. So I've just put some of that in with. It's got the JD in, and that worked out round and about 5% the JD because I couldn't taste it at like 3. Just couldn't taste all. So I've put it in there. I've put in some cola syrup at 3%. Some the other cola wherever it's gone. I don't know. That one at 2%. And I've put in a little bit of super sweet in it. I was going to put some cotton candy, but I can't find it. So I've just got that on there. You might have seen me chugging away on it. I think the whiskey, the JD whiskey, probably needs another whiskey to go with it. The cola's not too bad. It's just like a roller cola. But the whiskey's only really subtle. And I don't want to push it too far up just in case it goes a bit. Do you know what I mean? So it might need that Kentucky bourbon to go in with it, but I haven't got any. So a little bit disappointed on that JD. I thought it was going to be nice, but I think it needs something else to help it. It's a very weak.
I want to try that Kentucky bourbon now. I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, I think it probably needs something like that in it.
I did the vape train light rum, and what I did was I made a banana daiquiri.
Ooh.
I made what I made it. I put the light rum in. I put some banana puree, and I put in a little bit of WS23, very small amount to kind of give it that icy daiquiri kind of where you put it in a blender and mix it up kind of thing. and I just hit on it just now, and it's actually not bad. It's a cool. I didn't do much WS-23, but it's got a cool. You can taste the little rum, and you can taste the banana, and it's actually not a bad vape. But it's the light rum. It's not got a real harsh alcohol flavor in it.
Yeah.
But you can taste that light rum just subtly in the background. So it's like the bartender didn't have a heavy hand.
Yeah, he just gives you a quarter measure of it. Hey, UK Vapes, you all right, mate?
I also mixed for the Kentucky bourbon. What I mixed was I tried a bourbon snicker cake.
All right.
Put in the Kentucky bourbon, some yellow cake, and some snickerdoodle. And I've got that in here, and I'm getting ready to hit it for the first time right now. So I have no idea. I'll tell you all once I hit it a couple of times what I think of it. But
the tension.
Oh, yeah.
that's weird on that one. I'll tell you that. It's not bad. It's almost got a grape flavor taste to it for some reason. And I don't know. Yeah. I taste almost a light grape. You get a little bit of the throat hit with the snickerdoodle. But I really don't. I guess the bourbon, I don't know whether or not that's a bourbon that I'm getting the flavor off of that tastes almost grapey.
Yeah.
You ever heard anybody getting a grape kind of? Maybe it's just a combination of those three that throws it in there. It's not really a bad vape,
Well, I made a bad vape.
Go on, why? What have you been doing, Graham?
Well, I decided to go to a website and go, right, I've got ginger and I've got gin. So I went through all the cocktails and I picked one out, called Ginger Rogers, which is botanical gin, mint, ginger ale, lime, and, well, I put Polar Blast in instead of WS-23. And it's been there a week. And I don't like gin. I don't know why I bought it. I really, really don't know why I bought it.
Flavour at the moment. Loads of people are doing gin flavours.
Yeah, gin really doesn't have as much flavor to it. So, I mean, putting it in a vape, gin shouldn't jump out at you.
It's definitely gin.
Yeah. It's
not got that juniper-y in it. And you get the ginger ale, but it just takes me back to when I was 15. When the last time I had gin.
What, 50 years ago?
40. 40 and waking up in some bin bags in an entry after drinking a bottle of gin.
You weren't vaping, were you? Because you don't vape in the bin. That's what I've heard.
So what's it turned out like then, Graham? Is it?
It's not too bad. You get the ginger in it, and you get the little bit of mint. I made the mistake of making it into in a 10 ml bottle, and with the mint I used, which is the the Wonder Flavors Double Mint. That's really, really strong.
Right.
So I was like that, going one drop, that's gone over.
Right.
So, would I make another gin recipe? Personally, no. Personally, I can see that just gathering dust on the shelf.
Yeah. So, I think that's the hardest thing about getting the right. This one's probably not that many alcohol flavoured drinks. You get your ciders, your e-liquids. You get your ciders. You get a little bit of with Kentucky bourbon and that. It's just that they're not that good.
Yeah. This flavour art gin smells exactly like Gordon's, man.
Right. I think that's why people are going down the gin flavours in it and cider. You see a lot of gin, you see a lot of cider, you see a little bit of whiskey every now and again, but like I say, out of ones that I've got, they don't play very well with all else. Do you know what I mean? I know there's Batman's brought that pineapple rum upside down one, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I might have a little go and see if we can do one of them tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
the thing with it is that the pineapple rum upside down is I don't really get much rum out of it. You can't. It's got enough pineapple in it, and then there's enough sweetener in it that the rum is just a real. It's way back in the background on it.
Yeah, what is it? Best Eliquid says they do quite a lot of gin ones. They sell really well. I think that's like say they are. It's the in thing. It's like Gareth said, go back to, it's like going to a pub at 2019 and all you can see is just more flavours of gin on back wall.
well, all the girls I know are basically, they're all cougars and they all drink the gin and they all go out in packs. And a few of them vape, and I was just thinking, well, I know where I can get rid of that from.
Till I die. Yeah, and that's what and Daytime Frank, hey up Daytime, the man, the myth. He's saying Flavor jumping a gin is like pine tree. Yeah, and I think this is half a problem. I know what is it Monks some of it that do gin?
Flavour Monks.
Flavour Monks, they're supposed to be the best gin out that you can get.
Well, you haven't been able to get it for ages and it's now up on chefs.
Right.
It's I think it's $2.50 on chefs. And I was like, oh, finally I can get it. And I was like, hang on, no, I don't like gin. Pull back. Step away. Yeah, because I paid what was it, £5 for blackberry for Flavour Monks.
Oh yeah.
And it's £2.50 on chefs now.
Right.
And I don't really like it that much. It's got a very sweet stuff in it.
Right. What? Because blackberries, I think one of them ones that's another one that seems to be you can't get.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. I've been chasing blackberry for a while to find a decent one. But I'm finding it hard to put. Normally, it's like the donuts. I could pop out, get donuts. I need the donuts, and then lock-in happened. Now I'm just trying to remember what things are like because half the things I can't get in to taste. Normally, I would pop out and just buy a bottle of gin and just see what.
And do what Bobo did last week and just drink a bottle of it.
I'll get closer to the screen and go, hello.
Oh, mate. Honest to God, that was bad, man.
Although you want to drink it in.
At least you know what JD sends tastes like.
Yeah, I knew beforehand, to be fair, man. Making sure they hadn't changed the recipe.
I'm quite surprised I didn't get any vodka because I do like my vodka.
I've never seen a vodka. Has anybody seen a vodka vape?
No, I haven't.
Vodka grape?
Vape.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was going to say maybe
it hasn't really got that much flavour, has it?
Well, vodka. That's
saying that. I went to Poland and the amount of different vodkas you could get, lemongrass vodka and everything like that, they were really nice.
They used to always say if you're going to be drinking alcohol, drink vodka because it doesn't smell on your breath as much because it doesn't have, one of those deals where you walk up to somebody and they're like, wow, you've been drinking.
Well, when we used to go out when we were younger, we used to put vodka in. If you go get a rounding, if you want to get someone to stick a vodka in the drink, double vodka, in pint of lager, and then I couldn't taste it, could they?
Yeah.
No.
My dad used to be a chemist. He used to put pure alcohol in the punch in his parties.
Wow. Gareth says Jim Beam Devil Cut is nice. Have you tried it, Kentucky Built?
Yeah, I basically I like the peach. I like the bean peach. Okay, it's harder to get, but it's not harder to get the Jim Beam peach, but it's they do an apple, and Crown Royal does a peach, which is real hard to get, and it's a better drink, but it's just so damned hard to find. And they also do an apple, and it's not bad.
Oh, I was going to share this recipe, but I don't think I'm going to share this recipe now.
Why is it not that good?
No, it's fucking perfect.
Is it? Why? What?
Vape punks.
It's gin.
We have a new vape punks flavor.
Yeah, what is it then, Bobo? What were?
We're working with a raspberry and lime gin,
Right.
and it's just
Raspberry
like
trees.
summer. It just tastes like summer. I haven't vaped it yet, but like on the knuckle test, it tastes like fucking gin with fucking loads of lemon, loads of limes, and loads of raspberries in it, but like maybe a lemonade or something, or like a tonic.
Right. What
And
gin
it's-
did you use?
The only gin I've got, which I've already given away, to be fair, it is Flavor Art.
Right.
Dead like junipery.
All right. Right.
It proper smells like Gordon's. Like, it smells like cheap gin. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't
Yeah.
smell like nice like Bombay or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have to vape it now and tell us if it's any good.
I'm gonna have to re-wick something because I haven't fucking got nothing. Shit.
I did make something last night as well. I was in Nature Vape, watching Nature Vape last night, and in the chat they were giving all flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
And he goes, to win some Jackrabbit, name some flavors. And I typed honeycomb bourbon nut custard.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I watched it back
And as
today,
soon as
yeah.
I put it in, I was like, oh, no, I'm making that. I'm going to make that. And I just spent the whole rest of the show trying to make it.
And have you done it?
Yeah. Which is in this. I tasted it before. It needs steeping and stuff. But I put 1% Vape Trains bourbon. Actually, what I can do, I'll share it because I think it's good enough.
Well, this has lost its grape
chat.
flavor now that I've hit it a few times, and now I can taste more of the bourbon in it. So, yeah, the grape is gone. Yeah, I don't know whether or not it was just what I was following up or what, but it was strange. The first couple of hits with grape, but now the you can taste. You know, I said it's a real simple. It's just got the yellow cake, the snickerdoodle, and the bourbon in it.
What is a snickerdoodle?
Yeah.
It's like a. It's got a little cinnamon in it. It's what we call a cookie, what you all would call a biscuit. You know.
Right.
And it's got a little bit of cinnamon. It's just a little basically I'm trying to think of the actual. If you take the cinnamon out, it's more of just a regular old cookie, you know.
Right.
And I can think of what cookie I'm trying to think of right now, but yeah, that's so. A snickerdoodle is just that. It's just a little. It's got a little snap to it. A little.
And what flavors? What flavors have you used, Bill?
I used the snickerdoodle, the Kentucky bourbon, and the yellow cake.
Yeah, but who buy?
Snickerdoodle's Liquor Barn.
Right.
The yellow cake is Capella, and the Kentucky bourbon was the TFA.
I'll just put the honeycomb
That's
custard
all I
in.
put in it. Let me check and make sure because I may have thrown a cream or something in there, but I don't believe I did.
Oh, re-wicking something while you're live is a pain.
We've got the timer. Yeah, I put the honeycomb bourbon custard in. It's basically that just custard which I've been using all the way through the show and keep on throwing things in it, and took out the cotton candy and put honeycomb in instead, and just added that 1% bourbon and Calapitas chow at 0.75. Sticking that in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 1.5 Kentucky bourbon, 1.5% snickerdoodle, and 3% yellow cake.
Caterpillar chow. He loves caterpillar chow.
We've seen Daytime Frank's comment there.
Yeah, you Europeans.
I did same. Tony's just saying he got a load of Lorans for 30p. We all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got fucking shitloads.
Yeah, we all bought some when it were on there. I just got a shitload just to try out. That's where
I think
Brandy's
they're
from.
restocked. I think they've restocked.
Have they? Get back on it.
Let's have a check.
And the daiquiri, I did the rum. I did liquid barn vanilla ice cream. I did a little drop of WS23, and then the Wonder Flavors banana puree. And it's actually not. This is pretty good vape.
Is it like what's a I don't even know what a daiquiri is.
I don't know. Strawberry daiquiri's fucking
basically
good.
like,
I know that.
Well, pretty much what you're doing is you're just putting in the rum and then putting in ice and then putting in like a strawberry or a banana flavoring in a blender, and then you're just basically turning it into a mushy little. It's like think of like a slushy, or I don't know what you all call them over there. If you got like a slushy drink where it's just like an icy drink, but it's all ground up.
All right,
blended. And then you put the rum in, and then you've got like a flavoring of strawberry or banana or whatever and it pretty much just makes it into a daiquiri.
Right. I know I've had I got a strawberry daiquiri. I got from Jeffrey's Vintage Vapes, and I wasn't really a fan of it, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, that's the reason I put in, because it's kind of an real icy cool drink. I put the WS23, just a drop of it in to just kind of give it that icy feel.
Yeah, 30p. If you go to Rainbow Vapes, Loran's a 30p a bottle at the moment for 10ml. I didn't get strawberry. There were loads, like I say. By the time we told everybody jumped over. A bit like going to, where was it other day when they had TFA? I got there, I got all left. They were up 50p, weren't they, or something?
They're all gone.
I got over there, they only had the shit ones left.
You've got to stop telling everybody during the show. You have to tell them.
Yeah. They could be nice and leave it till the show end and then let me go over, couldn't they?
All right, we're getting ready to go. There's a sale on so quick.
Yeah.
Next time we talk about it before the show starts, and then get
we've got half an hour before the show starts. I'll get in there first.
Yeah.
Is it nice, Bobo?
It's very ginny.
Right.
Very ginny. Right. I'm definitely going to work on it a bit more, so we'll put the recipe in here.
The Caterpillar Chow, Gareth wants to know what the flavour profile of that is. It's like a nut flavour, and it's sweet and salty, and it's got like a caramel back note.
All right, yeah.
I thought it was like ground up caterpillars,
Caterpillars with the green stuff coming out of it when you squash them.
Yeah, like little mushy inside guts of caterpillars type taste. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, Stuart, I got banana cream. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, £1.50, a bit too pricey with that, but I thought I'd push the boat out.
I like it.
Yeah.
Try that.
It definitely needs fixing, so to speak. Where's the fucking YouTube chat button gone? There it is. Paste. But that's, it is the flavour profile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you think about bringing out a gin line then? Now you've sort of tasted it and think,
We are thinking about doing a bougie line at some point. Maybe not necessarily like gins or like whiskies or whatever, but more like cocktails kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But if we can throw some like actual boozy concentrates into there, that'll work. I say we've got loads of ideas for it, just when we actually get round to actually doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. LCL90 saying, can one of you give a bit of advice on DIY, like percentages, how to work them to get grams? Your best thing to do is go on like ELR. And when you put the percentage in there, it gives you the final recipe in grams and in millilitres.
Yeah. Right, I've got ELR open now with there. I'll share my screen in a second. I've done it last week, didn't I?
Are all flavours PG based, or do I need to buy? Right, you need to buy PG, you need to buy VG. They are PG based because they don't do Well, as far as I know, Jungle Flavors used to do VG based, but I don't think they do anymore.
Right, is that sharing?
That's sharing. Yes.
So you can change everything that you want in percentage-wise here. So say if I wanted to change that to 1.5%. So 1.5% on a 10 milliliter bottle is 0.10. Can you see that there? On the lime, cold pressed lime. So if I wanted to change that then to 1.5, does it do it automatically? Yeah, it does it automatically.
Yeah.
So it gives you your percentage, gives you your milliliters if you're doing it by syringe, and it gives you your grams if you're doing it by weight. I'm sure it used to do drops as well on this, did it? Or is that a different website?
No, I'm not sure. I don't think anybody uses drops anymore, though, do they?
No, it's too... yeah. But
They
no,
did when I first started, it were like 10 drops.
Stop that.
Yeah, Stuart got an ALFT. Offer was 10p a bottle. He got 50 for a fiver.
Nothing else.
He was the only one who got it.
No, Gareth Shrek Barker got loads as well.
5010.
Yeah, Steam Engine. That's another one. Yeah, I use that as well. Steam Engine. It's virtually the same as ELR. You can get apps for your phone. You can get apps for your tablet. Apple's a little bit more awkward to get apps for because they've banned nearly all vaping stuff. But if you're on an Android device, there is plenty of apps to go around.
Something I'll tell you all that I didn't know today until I talked to Graham, the vape shop owner guy. If you get Gorilla bottles and you get the top and you think you're missing the top of this, it's actually, you have to take something and get it out of the inside of this lid. If you look inside there, you can actually see it in there. I thought I didn't get them. I was getting ready to contact the company and say, hey, you sent me the lid, you sent me this, but you didn't send me the cap that goes on top of the bottle, but they're actually up inside of here. So if anybody out there orders them at some point and thinks they got screwed like I did.
Yeah, check your cap.
Check your
That
cap.
wasn't saying it was me.
Yeah.
J. Jerry's saying you can change in settings to bring drops up on the ELR.
I knew you could. I knew it was on there somewhere.
So yeah, you can put drops in. But yeah, if you are going to start mixing, you do need, because like the Posh Dilly I've saying he's new to it, you need to order some VG, you need to order some PG. You can have a look around, you get it from Darkside, get it from Nature Vapes. Nature Vapes do a starter kit on theirs, where you get VG, PG, syringes, bottles. I think it's about 23 quid or something. But you can have a look around, you can buy it cheaper, but that comes with a kit. So you go in like your Lubisol, depends where you are in the world.
Actually, I tried that, J. Jerry, and it didn't come off. I screwed the cap on the bottle and then unscrewed the cap back off the bottle, and it still stayed inside it. I literally had to get
you've got to proper over tighten it to cross the threads so the threads swap then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a knack to it. There's a proper knack to it.
Well, I got my first Gorilla
I'll get
bottles
that one in there. I'll give it a shot.
the other day. And I was like, that going, how do I get my nicotine in? I have no idea how to do this.
Well, have you seen these new ones that, where's that? I don't know where bottle's gone on that now.
It did put it on there. If you just got to crank it down until it clicks and pops down at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen new Zeus juice bottles?
Oh, they've got a flippy. I don't like it. I don't
Do you
like
not
it.
like it?
No,
Why?
It's like,
Luddite.
no, it's not even that. Like the amount of them that I can just see breaking over time, and people are gonna go and fill up the juice, and it's gonna come out of it like a 4 milliliter hole. Mate, like it fucking happens all the time, even without stupid little fucking flappy things.
I've had one of these. I've had the top pop up of 120 mil where I just ended up with it on the keyboard, the desk, and everything else. Because I've had like an 80-20.
Yeah.
Them new juice bottles are the Chubby Gorilla, are they?
Yeah, it looks like them, yeah. Flavor Boss do a starter kit apparently as well.
There's loads. Yeah, you can do loads of starter kits as well.
Yeah, just have a look around. Like I say, usually find starter kits can be a little bit pricey but you can buy them separately for the cheaper price if you look around. Because PG&V, we're saying that Darks, Chefs always seems to be sold out of PGVG. I wouldn't use Chef for PGVG myself. I would go to Lubisolve or Loose Mill or
Loose Mill's good because they get delivered really quickly.
We got it.
There you go, J. Jerry. It is off now. I took a screwdriver because there's a little slot over on the one side. You just pop the screwdriver under it, flip it, and it comes back off.
I've just posted the link to the Monkey on Juice Facebook group as well. For anyone that is new to vaping, it's a forum. Well, it's not a forum, like it's a Facebook group. Do you know what I mean? But there's 40, 45 people, I think, on there now. So it's a constant source of information, no matter what time of the day, not just on a Wednesday between 9 and 10:30.
We went on that. Is it Michelle Hughes's?
Yeah.
Beginners DIY juice. Wow.
Yeah. Beginners DIY. There's thousands of people on that thing, and people throw in there all the time.
Did you have a word with it? Have you had a word with it yet?
No, because I thought you were organising something for next week after, because you tried to get Vic on.
Get on, sorry.
Did you try to get Vic on?
Of course, I asked him. I asked him live on show, didn't I?
Did you?
You can't turn it down if you ask him live on show.
No. It's never going to happen anyhow. So there we go. It's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have asked Vic to come on, and he says he'll come on.
He will. Oh, that'll be cool. Because he's been mixing longer than any of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he's already done another flavour for his line. We're talking about. I've said to him, do you know, now he's like self-employed, and before he used to say I couldn't do it, and I know I think Best Cigarettes do these. I think it's that do his e-liquid line.
Yeah.
But he did say to him that because he's released them and releases recipes, they don't really sell as well. Do you know what I mean? So he has got another couple of recipes out. So I said to him, why don't you just make us a juice?
I don't think that's the reason. I think they just don't know that you can get them.
Yeah.
I think it's more that than anything else, because I was like that going, I might just order some. They're dead cheap.
Yeah, well, if you want
save the hassle.
Yeah, if you want to try Vic's e-liquid, his recipes, like I say, Best Cigarettes do them. You could head on over there and try them out. They do the peach custard and everything. But you can go over to ELR. His recipes up there. I did make some up. I think. I've got some gin now.
They've got some gin ones as well.
We were just in chat earlier saying they've got quite a big gin range. It says alcohol ones are being quite popular now. So I think because everybody's used to drinking at home now.
Yeah.
We're locking everybody being pissed and going back to work. They need a vape with some alcohol in.
Want to have a go with some bourbons?
While you're doing that, I'm going to share. Okay, share screen.
Yeah. Just share your screen. Yeah.
Make sure I'm
Depends
showing
on what
you
you're
that.
sharing.
Yeah, I just accidentally clicked on my bank account details by accident.
Yeah. What is he did that? Pudpuffs at his expo. He'd gone to the bar. He's filmed himself going to the bar and he hands over his credit card. You can see all his credit card number and everything.
No, fucking hell.
Okay, this one is absinthe. Goes with the alcohol, and it's the base for Heisenbergs and stuff like that. I did quite a lot of research. It should really be menthol TPA, and you can put WS23. I've got 3 bottles here, so if anybody wants to suggest fruits, and I will put fruits in there because I have no idea what's in Heisenberg.
Dragon fruit.
Not dry. You don't like dragon fruit, do you?
But
Yeah,
I
so
don't
as it
like
says-
menthol either, so you can't mess that up. So it's
If anybody wants to suggest a fruit to put in with his recipe there, he will do that.
Not watermelon.
Not
not a fruit.
not watermelon. Yeah.
It's not a fruit.
Got a liquid there
It'll
by
be-
Company called Kingston, and it's Hyzen kiwi strawberry.
All right, yeah.
It's not great. But it's just the most weird combination of flavors. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's made well, like it's the kiwi's fairy almost, like, but then it's got like berg at the end of it, and it's just odd. It's just very odd. But I'm not the biggest advocate of Heisenberg, though. To be fair, it's not for me.
No, mate. I wouldn't have thought it'll show positive. I don't know. Would it show a positive reading if he works on a train and gets alcohol tested? I wouldn't have thought so. There's no alcohol in it, is there?
No.
it's just the flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do
Yeah,
3.
I mean, I don't think there is. I mean, technically, alcohol is flammable. And if you put enough alcohol into one of those and hit it with the coils, you should get a flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
Right.
thought that it's just a flavouring, innit? It's like any other flavouring. You could have alcohol flavoured crisps.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just generally because. But I know some of them have got alcohol, so they couldn't fly with them.
Weird.
Yeah, they couldn't send them over on a plane. Some of them are flammable.
Weird.
So we're getting pineapple, berries, cherry.
Anybody know what's in the original?
I don't
Says
think anybody
red
does.
berries and the liquid's blue
Yeah.
to throw you off.
Garth says element orange used to flame.
Yeah, that's what. I knew one of them used to. If it's got a certain constant, because they couldn't send it over from flavour houses on planes because it used to explode.
Weird. Wrigley. What? I once accidentally mixed Heisenberg with banana, and it tasted like Wrigley's juicy fruit. Weird. Graham, do that.
Well,
Ah,
that's
bit
the
banana.
bubble gum's got a slight banana-y taste. Remember when we were talking a while ago when somebody put up in chat kind of the breakdown of the profile and said there was banana in it?
Yeah.
Well, I went to the TPA site and matched the bubble gum with the banana, and it's the same kind of chemical.
All right,
no.
right.
See, I don't know if I'm getting right with the juicy bubble gum, but there's definitely bubble gum. It was bubble gum there, and I'm sure they're all TPA, and that's the reason why I went with absinthe, not aniseed,
Right.
because aniseed wasn't available back when it was made. I was
Right.
being real kind of Sherlock Holmes, going do for work weeks.
Back when you were a wee lad.
I've got an idea, which is the kiwi and strawberry. Try that, but instead of doing kiwi and strawberry, flavorless, flavor stash.
The strange thing is if I hit the banana daiquiri first a couple of times and then I go over and hit that bourbon snickerdoodle cake, I get that grape taste. But if I hit this 3 or 4 times, the grape taste goes away and it's more bourbon. But if I
Right.
just hit the other first, then it gives me that. I think it's just what's still left on the taste buds from the other vape.
Leviathan saying he's making a Mountain Dew 3LR 50% seems correct for flavour. It depends. It depends where you're going with your percent. It depends what you're using.
Is it liquid bomb Mountain Dew? He's using
What's that, sorry?
Mountain Dew. Which one is it? Is he using?
It just says he's making one.
Yeah.
He's making one from scratch.
There's the liquid bomb Mountain Dew. You have to really push it up to about 8%. But if you
Right.
put it down to 2%, it gets that kind of dry feeling that you get with champagne.
Right.
It puts this odd aftertaste on it.
All right, yeah.
Well, I might be able to make 2 because I've vaped quite a bit of it. So I'm going to with the strawberry kiwi, but I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to use Kingola.
You're going to use what?
Kingola, Nicotine River Kingola, which is a strawberry kiwi and some extra fruits.
All right.
Same
What you on about then?
Messing around with 2.
So you just got a mix of a bunch of fruits in one bottle.
I've
Yeah,
put it
cheese.
recipe up as well for bourbon, and it's quite nice. Quite nice indeed.
What's that Kentucky bourbon?
I've got 1.5%. I don't even know where it's just gone. There, got 1.5% of the real flavour one, and I've got 2.5% of the TFA. And there's 0.5 percentage of sweetener because when I tasted it without any sweetener, it was just very, very, very bitter.
Right.
That sweetener, it's definitely a little bit too much sweetener in it. But so maybe if I drop that down by half to like 0.25% instead of 0.5%,
Yeah.
you should have like the sweetness that like you do get with like the likes of Jim Beam and Jack Daniels rather than straight bourbon, if you get me.
Yeah.
It's all right, that. I don't know how it's going to vape.
I think that's what probably that JD needs, that bourbon to go with it, to push it up.
To balance it.
Yeah.
Can someone tell the elderly gentleman that I took his advice and bought a rebuildable tank? The first 24 hours, I was like, "Arg, I'll get him." But now, yes, if you build the coil, it works well.
Yeah.
I think he's referring to you, Bobo. Did you tell somebody to get a rebuildable?
I think so.
Yeah.
What tank did you get, Scott?
Yeah, it is definitely all about the build, and sometimes it's all about what tank you got, because some of the tanks, the build is just so damned hard that it's hard to hit, especially on your first tank. It's like some things, the best thing to do is just get a postless and get something that you can, mess around with and get something in. But
my advice to someone as well is if you're looking to get into rebuildables, get yourself a dripper first, because it's a lot more forgiving when it comes to wicking.
Yeah, definitely.
Generally speaking, to some drippers that are just stupid.
Yeah.
But
the RDA is definitely, an RDA is definitely easier to wick, but my personal favorite would be an RTA simply because of the lazy factor. I mean, nothing more.
Do you prefer the tank myself, like Taurus?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm tasting stuff here, I'm putting both the profiles I did here to taste to find out what they taste like. I'm going to put them in an RDA because you're probably going to get a truer flavor out of that RDA if you're just trying to taste something right off. But if I've got a vape that I know I like and it's an all day vape, rather than sit there dripping out of a bottle all day long or squonking, which I don't really care for, I just wake up an RTA and go from there.
Yeah.
Leviathan, push it up to 8%. Try it at 8%. Otherwise, you're not going to get any flavor out of it. You just get a feel.
Don't push the WS23 up to 8%.
Yeah, push that WS23 to 8% and then knuckle test it.
WS23 at 100%.
But I've got one that I could test for Leviathan. Is I've got the Iron Brew. Got Iron Brew here, so I'll try that out. I haven't tasted it yet.
That was the hard thing. The hard thing about doing like a 15 mil with WS23 in it, it is real hard to keep the WS23 down to a usable level because you basically just like drop it one time, almost like you were knuckle testing it. You put about that much in, but you don't knuckle test it.
You missed that last week. We got CJ to knuckle test it last week.
I watched the replay. I saw him basically and then leave. I think went and threw up and then come back or something because I couldn't believe you did it to him. I couldn't believe he did it, but I couldn't believe you actually had him do it.
Well, Only I just thought I might knuckle test it and just see. Yeah, 8% WS25. I won't even go 8%. Jesus.
No.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
brain freeze on
That's-
WS23. Yeah.
I'm getting a caramel aftertaste.
JD, I think he's saying that he was using liquid barn concentrate for reference, which I don't think liquid barn at best flavourings out there, to be honest with you.
I've not tried anything by them, to be honest.
It depends, Chris. A usable percentage of WS23 would be about a point, for me, about a 0.2 at the max. And I'm talking about a 0.2, not a, and I might even go 0.002. You want to keep it low. The best thing to do, depending on what you're looking for, what you can do with WS23, you can start it extremely low and then hit it, and you'll get the coolness. And then if you say, well, I could go a little more, then you could put another drop in. The only thing with WS23, once you use it and put it in something, you got to let it set for about 4 days and then hit it, because that first 3 or 4 days, WS23 will get a chemical taste to it. But once it's done about 3 or 4 days, that chemical taste will disappear and the coolant will be there.
Yeah, you don't need a lot. Scott Morrison said he's got the Thunderhead Creations Torrens Max at RDTA. The thing about that, if that's your first one that you're building on, mate, it's an RDTA. It can be a little bit tricky, an RDTA, to get right.
Yeah.
Because they wick differently than a tank or a dripper, basically.
Yeah,
I don't own an RDTA. Yeah.
I reckon get yourself a recurve, single coil recurve. It's super easy because you got one coil on it. Can't go much wrong with it. I done that in about 2 minutes before.
That was my first RDA.
It's
Now,
super
you're talking
easy.
about RDA. I mean, the recurve dual RDA is easy to wick. I mean, but I don't get the flavor out of the recurve dual that I get out of some other things. But it's not hard to wick. For an RTA, if you're doing a single coil, the gear is pretty easy on an RTA. It's a single coil.
I didn't like gear.
I didn't like that at all.
I love the gear. The gear is, I mean, as far as flavor is concerned, I don't think I've got an RTA or an RTA that comes close to the flavor. If you hit that wick on that gear, nothing beats the flavor of it. For me,
Proper didn't like it.
personally.
That and the Kelpie, I just found them both very, very muted. Like, and they both got a similar kind of setup, haven't they?
Yeah.
Mine, the gear, I mean, hell, whenever I hit it, to me, I can, if I wick the gear and I put something in an RDA and in the gear, I can get as good or better flavor out of the gear than I get out of an RDA, because it's right there. It's the same. I mean, if you look at those two, that RDA is basically as big or bigger than that. I'm going the wrong way, than the gear, and you're right down on the coil. I love it. I seriously, I think I get great flavor out of it.
Something missing.
Yeah, they're all on about. We've got Gareth and Tony saying try WS5. It's a link. Yeah. It's a slow builder to that ice.
Yes, thank you, Stuart. Yes, the gear is brilliant. I think so as well. And so is Lee.
Right, I'm going to put pineapple. So it's going to be strawberry, kiwi, and pineapple.
What pineapple are you using?
Don't know yet.
Didn't like it that much, so I think I've actually thrown it away.
What's that?
The gear. Just went to see if I still had it, but I don't think I have.
See, everybody in chat is saying they love the gear too, so.
Yeah, I just never liked it.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was okay. Like I actually titled my review of the gear, like, it's good, but it's not that good. Like it was okay, but like I was expecting this mad single coil flavor banger. I must have wicked it about 40 times. to get it right. Couldn't fucking do it. Bearing in mind, I work in a vape shop. I rebuild people's stuff every fucking day. Like, I'm not bad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess what it gets down to is, like I said, I don't know. Maybe I just hit it every time I wick it or something. But I get probably out of everything I have, RDAs, RTAs, and everything, I probably have wicked right. I don't get anything that has the flavor the gear has.
Recipes are usually up on ELR if you're looking for some. Mine are all a bit. I ain't put a lot up for a while. Mine are a bit pony, to be honest with you, because of just what we've done on show. But if you hit a banger, then they're usually up there.
What, I didn't have any pineapple? But I've got loads of pineapples.
Pineapple? What the hell's a pineapple?
Right. I found it.
Yeah. See yours? Well, you've got the Ultim.
Yeah, it's like frosty.
Mine's just a glass.
The straight glass it comes with was just glass, but then the bubble was like a frosty Ultim.
Yeah, I didn't use the bubble. I just went with the straight glass. I think stuff tastes better in glass.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
But I broke the glass.
Ah, okay.
Hey, that looks pretty nice on top of there, though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Hey,
Bill's age, everything tastes like.
I've only got two pineapples. That's.
I don't even know what a Murray mint is, Stuart.
Murray mint, too good Tony mint. It's a mint boiled sweet. I don't know if you have them over there.
No, not that I know of.
Your hard candy.
Hard candy? Yeah,
not a chewy one.
Yeah,
the crunchy one.
Candy, yeah.
But it's a mint.
No, I'm not much on mint, really. I'm not a big mint or menthol, or actually, I'm not a big WS-23 fan. In this, I said, when I'm going after a certain profile, I'll throw it in because you need the coolness for a daiquiri. But as far as making up an all-day vape, I would never take an all-day vape and say, oh, that needs WS-23. No, I'm not. Cooling something down is not. I never smoked menthol, never liked menthol when I smoked.
Ian Murray, North Liverpool I am. And my shop's in Waterloo.
Buttery mints. You know what buttery mint is?
And
Murray
don't
mints
put
too.
pineapple on pizza. No.
Nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza, man.
Pineapple on pizza?
No.
Do you know what a buttery mint is, Bill?
A buttery mint? Yeah. We got like butterscotch, hard candy butterscotch.
Yeah, well, it'd be like that with a mint. It's a mint.
Yeah. I don't do mint.
You don't do candy?
I do candy. I don't do mint.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love sweets and candy and stuff, but not mint. No. I do a York peppermint patty every now and then. You get that.
I thought she were on what is it? Peppermint pie. She's off a Snoopy, isn't she?
Yeah.
You eat peppermint patty? Oh my God, Bill.
Well, hey, if she wants to spread them, I'll eat it.
She must be about the same age as you now, anyway.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Isn't she? She must be definitely about your age, Bill. Peppermint patty now.
Been around a long time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, hey, you are what you eat,
Ian Murray's in St. Helens, and he wants to know what's your shop called.
Shop is called The Vapery. We are on number 8 Mount Pleasant in Waterloo, and the postcode is L22 5PW. If you drop me a little subscription, it's all on my bio.
And if his bank account details are, and he PayPal number is. Nudge 22 is not a bad little flavour banger.
No.
The Pulse 22, it's good, that.
It's not bad for flavour. Right, so I just had a play around with that tequila while we were doing that and did a little bit of a play around with a tequila sunrise. I put in some juicy strawberry, juicy orange, granola, grenadine. I can't say granola. Grenadine, tequila, and I've put in a little bit of Loran's cotton candy because it's only cotton candy I have, but I don't think it's. I wanted it to sort of use it as an ethyl maltol, but it's not in that one. It's made it a bit shit. So don't get that. It's not a cotton candy. For definite. Not too bad. Can't taste the tequila. I put that at like 4% for the tequila. I've used Graham. Do you know the juicy orange?
Juicy orange.
Yeah, is it Capella? Yeah, Capella juicy orange.
You got an orange that tastes
No, I
good?
haven't got that.
No, he didn't come on, mate. It ain't come on yet.
Yeah, this is a little bit muffled. Maybe I'll put it up anyway. See what people think.
Is the juicy orange good, Benny?
No, it tastes a bit like an orange soda, which is not what I was going for when you're going for a tequila. Something I want a bitter orange.
You want like a pulp?
Yeah, like a fresh sort of orange. So I think that it's only orange I had. So it seems to be more like a Fanta orange does juicy orange.
You want to try some orange creamsicle? I'll send it over to you.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get rid of that bottle.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the base up so people can stick their own stuff on it, because I don't think that worked.
Ian Morey's saying link for Bobo. YouTube can't find it.
And I'll sort that out for you in a second, Ian.
Yeah.
Or if any of the spanners have got a link for my YouTube, that'll be bush.
But it's the vapory. It's not Bobo.
Yeah, search the vapory.
Yeah.
Or the vapory Liverpool. I should come up at like 200 videos.
I think that base I've just put on, the best thing I've tried on that base is stick a jam on top.
There you go. I've just put a link in for Bobo's channel.
Nice one, Benny. Bill, does that look about right to you?
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I don't think.
Let's have another little go with it.
Is that the gear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vapors one said best e-liquid that tastes like an after 8 mint.
Oh, creme de menthe. Where is it?
Loran's.
No.
That's like white chocolate after mint, after 8. It's a white chocolate peppermint, but like if after 8's in a white chocolate version, that's it.
Tony, you can send those to Benny. He's needing bottles.
Yeah, these are like 10 ml bottles. Yeah, if you got a stack load of them, wash them out and send them to me. I need some.
It says there, is there anywhere that you know that takes empty juice bottles? I have boxes full of them and would rather recycle them than throw them out.
Yeah, do you know that? I don't know anybody that does them.
After 8 mints.
And what's that?
Creme de. Whoop.
Your camera's over here. Where are you going?
I'll start with that one, which is the creme de.
Your camera's still in the middle of your face.
Yeah, in your face. Where your face is, put the bottle right in
Flavor F, creme de menthe. That's the inside of it.
You're going the wrong way, Graham. It's over here.
Yeah,
I don't know which way it's
Let me
going.
show you this.
There you go. And the glamour chocolate, which is a slightly darker chocolate, which is really lovely. And put those two together, you should be good to go.
Who's that by? Chocolate?
Mullenberry.
Mullenberry.
It's quite expensive. That's like $3.20, is it?
For 10 mil.
Yeah, well, that's £1.15.
Levi said he used a 2.5 millimeter alien for the gear and it worked wonders.
Yeah, so this tequila, I think I need to get another orange for it. It's not the right orange. It's more of a... Yeah, it's definitely more of a... I want more of a bitter orange than a Fanta, the pop orange, if you know what I mean. Because the tequila sunrise is you have your tequila, your grenadine, and your orange, but it's juice orange in it out of a carton.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of a Fanta. Juicy orange, if you want to make a good Fanta, I think that'll make a good Fanta orange, to be fair. Well, that ain't it. What we got? I ain't got any... I'm struggling for pineapple. Do you know only pineapple I have in my stash is a jungle flavours?
Oh, Capella Golden Pineapple. Man, it's fucking beautiful.
I thought I bought some other week and I can't find it.
I thought I had more.
And I can't find where I put it.
Got Innerwear and Real Flavours.
What's that,
I
sorry?
have one pineapple. I have no pineapples. I don't like pineapple.
Oh, best custard. Matt, do you just want a custard on its own?
Go on,
Yeah.
give him your new custard one that you've
I got the
just...
new custard. New custard's next week.
Yeah, right. Well, he has. If you watch next week, he has done a custard. He's done an ambrosia custard.
I just
that's
did a
next
straw
week.
nana. I did a straw nana custard that's on the 27th. I'm waiting on it to steep, but it's a strawberry banana custard.
Yeah, Matt Hardy as well. If you go back a couple of videos, we've done a whole show on custard as well. There'll be loads and loads of information.
Yeah, we had what is it on, didn't we, on that one? Pippa.
Yeah, oh fucking hell, yeah.
So there's a wealth of knowledge on custards on there on that one with Pippa on.
Yeah.
I've just put a link in for Matt for me, just custard. I've gone through 200 mils of that. It takes about 3 weeks to steep, but it's lovely. And you can stick, I've got instructions underneath it as well if you want to turn it into a killer custard, or if you want to put caterpillar chow in it.
Caterpillar chow.
Oh,
I've actually stuck some shortbread in it this week. I keep on putting new stuff in it and seeing what else I can do. But if you use that as a base, you can't go wrong.
yeah.
There you go. Shortbread cookies or shortbread. You all call them biscuits. You have those like biscuits that are shortbread. Put a little bit of cinnamon on them, and you got a snickerdoodle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not, Matt, because he's saying about at least a month's steep on a great custard, but the TFA custard 2 doesn't take...
About a week and a
Yeah,
half.
about a week and a half to use that. And I think that's a better custard than Capella,
Yeah.
personally.
I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go and wash off the top half of this gear.
Personally, I like the Inawera custard better than any of
Yeah,
the
anyway,
others.
the custard, that's another one. That's you didn't like that
Well-
at first, though, did you?
I like it. It's got a little bit of a throat hit. It's got something in to me. Now, a lot of people say they don't get the throat hit out of it. I don't mind the TFA2, but it's just creamy. It's not got anything. There's nothing there that, I don't know. It's just like putting a cream in or something sometimes.
Yeah, I think if you're doing butterscotch with it, you might want to go with Inawera one, because I think Inawera one's more of got that dark taste to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which would probably go well with a butterscotch.
This is what I'm going to try and get this right. That
Yeah,
way,
TPA
Yeah.
is
Right in front of your
TPA,
face.
it says V2, but it should be 1-1.
yeah. It says V. It's a V2, but it's not, is it?
It's a 1-1.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's
I liked it, so I got a big.
so he's dancing to tequila. Yeah. So you'll have to look around for it. I think Rainbow Vape have it in.
Rainbow Vapes.
Right. So you get it from Rainbow Vape. That was the only place I could find it when I went for it originally.
You're doing the Capella V2, vanilla custard 2s right there, and then the Inawera, but I like the Inawera better than I like the V2.
Yeah, I had some of that Jack's custard. I want a fan on it. I had strawberry Jacks. I wasn't that fan on that Jack's custard one. Vapor Max, Posh Dilligas says Vic's custard is the best. He's changed the recipe though, didn't he? He did one with V1. I think he went another one with something else, didn't he? Because he changed the peach out and everything. But hopefully we'll be getting him on. Well, it will be next week, so we've got guests on next week, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
You want to announce the guests?
Yeah, you can do it, Graham.
Oh, no, you can do it. You're...
Go on. It's your guess.
Okay, we've got Mark and Steve from the Subhome show on next week, and we're going to do 80s.
80s mixes.
80s mixes. Not mixes from the 80s, but the old what you used to get for school dinners and sweets and stuff from the 80s. So Mick can get his, what's his lolly? Bill. What's Mick's lolly he has all the time? What are they called? The lollipops?
Rocket lollies.
No. Drumsticks. Drumstick lollies. Yeah. So he's got the one shot from that. And there's plenty of one shots out there which do that flavour profiles. And Cupcake World do a hell of a lot of those profiles in single flavour concentrates.
Yeah. Do you know on their site you can't buy them? You can't buy singly. You've got to buy like a 100 ml of it.
Yeah, well, I found a new place called Alchemist Cupboard, and they do kind of packs, so you can get like Cupcake World packs for about £12.
Oh, right.
And we've asked, and Jay Jerry's going to throw in a couple of recipes.
Oh yeah, he's got.
And
anybody in chat, on it.
Yeah, anybody in chat who's got any recipes for
next week? Yeah, drop them into
for next week.
Juice Monkey, if you're a member on there, jump them in. We'll have a.
I'll put a thread up.
Yeah, put a thread up. So if you got any recipes or any ideas that you want for an 80s inspired vape, if you're as old as what we are, except from Bobo, because he don't even remember fucking 80s.
Yeah.
So was Pearl Jam 80s? So if you did a Pearl Jam, would that be 80s?
What was that?
So
Pearl Jam's 90s.
I thought they were 90s. Yeah, well, damn it.
Yeah. Can you add extra flavours to a one shot? You could do, but you don't know what they're using. What's that, mate?
It wouldn't be that one shot anymore then, though, would it?
No, that's what I'm saying. You'd be a bit stuck, wouldn't you? A bit snookered on it.
Stuart's just put one bar in. That's the Cupcake World does a one bar.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
they also do Millionaire Shortcake.
Yeah, you would have Wham was, and if anybody, you could do put a vanilla in and something else and come up with a Milli Vanilli.
Oh, yeah. Island toffee, jam roly poly with custard on, or rice pudding with jam.
Well, I've ordered bread pudding for that show, and I'm making lemon curd badly on the Monkey on Juice thing.
Right.
Going through steps of what I'm doing and what I'm doing wrong at the time and remixing it again.
Yeah, Leviathan was born 100 days before 2000, so he's not going to remember 80s.
I'm not saying something.
Right then, guys, so what we've come to a conclusion is that some alcohol, I think most of alcohol flavours aren't that good. Jim seems to be a good one to go for. JD whiskey wasn't that good. Going to need maybe the Kentucky bourbon to go with, but I think gin seems to be the better mixing flavour, and that's probably why you don't see a lot of alcohol sort of flavours in mixes unless they're like with something else, like a tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Or they do like a bourbon tobacco, they'll do things like that. And I think that's why they don't really do like other than a cocktail sort of mix.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if you are going to mix them, it looks like your gin's the way to go.
I'll put the Ginger Rogers in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I'd like to say, I think gin's your way to go for it,
Yeah.
rather than anything else, because they all seem a bit too weak, or they need, you're going to have to combine a few, like the whiskey. I think I'm going to have to take a bourbon, a couple of bourbons to make that JD stand out a little bit more than what it is now, because it's just lost in everything. So is that tequila. That tequila's, well, that orange, wrong orange, but it's sort of lost there.
Yeah. And the rum got lost. The banana basically kind of covers up the rum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's hard.
It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to come out over top. If you put anything else in with it much, you're gonna taste the fruit.
I bought, was it Kentucky bourbon, and the main reason I bought that was to bake apples.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of recipes do use Kentucky bourbon in different things like custards and stuff like that. So that's quite a good one to get, a base one to get.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're going to have to get something like that. They always use as an enhancer or add a little bit more to it. That's what I was saying with your tobaccos and things like that. They're not good to sort of work around as that as a base to make a recipe off it. But gin ones seem to be the ones where you can get a bit more of a play around and get that alcohol sort of gin taste out of it. So I would call it. Go on, mate.
That gin and maybe four's all right, to be fair. Oh, that's the whiskey. No, it's not. That's the gin. Like, it's very ginny.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And I think that's probably the Jupiter. Is it Juniper? Juniper?
I think so.
Wait a second now. So Jenny, was that like 8675-309?
Well, that
That was 80.
You just remember.
Oh, do you know,
You don't know that song.
Blondie's 75 today?
No.
How old?
75 apparently.
Oh, Christ.
No, LCL, I haven't.
The guilt all
That's
comes
it,
back.
Juniper. 75, yes, she's 75 today.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Yeah, teenage guilt fills up.
right, we're going to call it a day then, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
It's coming up to that time. I'll say my goodbye. Thank you, everybody in chat. Like I say, I hope a couple of recipes have gone up, and we've talked about a little bit, and gin seems to be the way to go. If you're going to be making out as a recipe, or use, like say, Kentucky bourbon or something like that as an enhancer for something else. Next week we have got guests on, as Net says. We've got Mark Solom and I forgot his name now. Steve. BFG.
Yeah.
So that's next week. So thank you everybody in chat. Thank you everybody on the spanners, and I will say my goodbye. So we'll see you next week, and I'll pass you on to Graham.
Okay, thanks everyone. It's a tough one, alcohol. I think just additives and, as he said, gins. Apart from I hate gin, so I was kind of dreading this show, but it seems I've got a couple of recipes out. Bobo's got something for his new line, and chat's been great. So thanks, and I'll pass to Bobo.
Shan, yeah, it's been fucking.
Oh, Bill,
Bill first. You're signing out.
Bill first.
Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. Well, they basically have a saying here that the Kentucky Derby horse race is the fastest 2 minutes in racing. And basically, to me, this is the fastest 90 minutes in shows, because it's so enjoyable that the 90 minutes goes like that. And I enjoy it. I enjoy basically talking with you guys in chat, running out some things. I learn a ton every time I come in here. From just the people that are putting in comments and stuff. Appreciate the hell out of it. And I'll see y'all next week. I'll pass it to Bobo. Got him.
Thank you very much for joining us all. Like, it's, as Bill just said there, it goes so fast. It's like, I can't believe we've been on Zoom for like 2 hours now. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's brilliant. Like, we always learn loads doing this. We've had a hell of a lot of people in the chat tonight as well, but we've only got 28 likes, so get those thumbs up. Come on, there's 40 of you in here now. But yeah, thank you very much for coming in and helping make the show what it is. Like, we all absolutely love doing it. and I probably wish I was drinking some more gin to go with me gin vape.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got no hangover tomorrow, so I'm going to be a happy boy. See you all next Wednesday.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.